Hello guys and welcome to the Sunday technical analyze. So a lot of you enjoyed the previous one that we have done. So this week we are going to see what's gonna happen in the market. But first I wanna go through several charts. So I will start with GBP USD, Euro USD and Euro CHF. So let's get started with first what I said last week and then let's go and see what happened. Now we have to go to the daily. So my major resistance is here. I sold over here. I also sold over here. Now what's happening? At the moment, nothing. There is a really weak intra. So let me delete this. Boom. Something like this, okay? But even like this something, yeah, we have a kind of intro, but I wouldn't draw it because simply for few reasons. You can see here it worked, then broken, then broken, then broken, then broken, broken, worked broken, and it's so easy to break it, and here boom. So for me GBP USD is not an interesting pair, okay? Simply because I mean there is nothing, and the only thing that I think it will go up in the little term, okay, but this is purely speculation and it's not based on the technical analyze. It's with the MA 200, okay? So as you can see, here is my MA for those who want to see it. MA 200 closed, okay, it's in red. Basically it touch it, then it will bounce back up. It's also oversold, so technically, and also more speculation, because for me technique, when I'm talking about technical, is when we are talking about my own strategy that you guys know, my students. Here we really don't know, there is not all of the information, as you know. So for the moment, in the short term, for me GBP USD should go up with some speculation, okay? It should go up like this. And as you can see, guys, the trade absolutely won. It was totally crazy to see how this technical analyze and mixed with the speculation worked pretty well. So I just put a screenshot of the day after. So basically this screenshot has been taken on Monday around 4 p.m. Switzerland time, so 3 p.m. UK time. And you can see that the candle went up lovely. So I really hope that it was very clear for you and that a lot of you made money. I know that my students made money with that trade with GBP USD. And now let's go with the other trades. And now it's time for Euro THF. So let me show you the chart I did before. It was Euro THF I told you to buy. And then boom, Euro THF went up. Let me show you the before and after. So here we can see on the left side buy Euro THF before and the buy after. So if you go back on my previous video and take a look at the whole video, that you will see that I explained to you why. It was really important to see the correlation between the support, which is our practical side, with the mathematical side, which is our stochastic with a setup 1433. What we can see is that the correlation is really present. So support, and it was oversold. We can also see that euro was really weak during the last week. This is why I said buy, and boom, it went up. Plus, we can add the fact that, yeah, we had a doji. Some of you call it a shooting star, but for me, they all have the same function. They're all dojis. So we had a doji, and this doji has a pivot function, and boom, went up. So I will just put here now, that's like this, you will see my profit regarding, you will see how much I made. Cheers. So now, guys, we're analyzing Euro USD, and I will be very transparent with you. I will explain to you everything that I did with that pair. And basically, I managed to trade this pair 3 times this week. Basically, like I said on the Sunday technical analysis, is that over here with the doji candle, we were willing to buy. So I made a buy order, but I saw that the market was not moving that much, so I took 20 pips. I will show you my profit here with my entry. Then what happened is that, oh, I will also show you my historic. Like this, I will be like as transparent as I can. But what I said also is that if the market is not moving that much, we can hold the position, boom, and then it will go back up. So because here we had a kind of support regarding the past, as you can see, boom, and here, boom. But the strongest one, so the major one, was over here. So I said if you're getting here with my example is if you have a 10, if you're trading like 10 lot, here you can get in a 5 lot and then re-entering here a 10 lot, it would be like 15 lot. But in my example I said like you can like do a 5 lot and over here 7 lot, so it would be like 13 lot. But anyway, this is what happened over here. I saw that it was going down, so I closed one trade in profit around like 1.8 grand, and I hold two other trades over here. I was like minus like 4 grand, something like this. Because it represents 20 pips, I had like two trades of 10 lots. So yeah, minus 4 grand in total. And I held and boom. But when it touched the support, I opened several oppositions on my two accounts. So I have my small account, which is 800 grand, and I have another account, which is like my biggest one with 1 million over here. And I put 200 lots. So I will show you everything. I will put the live video, and I will also show you the call that I made with my students. So I told them buy now Euro USD in the middle of the day when it was touching the support. So I will put everything now. First, I will start with my profit. I will also show you the losses that I had with my $200,000 account when I got in with the spread. You will see that it's the live account. You will see my name, Djordje Novakovic, with the real. You will see the commission. So as you can see, this is like my live account. It was like barely 5 p.m. And on my million account, I was down to like barely $6,000. And so I decided to hold the trades, and finally I was up $43,000 few hours later. So it was like 7 p.m., 2 hours later, I was in big profit. Then the market was not moving that much. I held the position, and this is like the day after at 7 a.m. So the 3 April, and I was up to $86,000, guys. So here you can see everything, my spread. When I click, you can see the exchange. So I was closing, but what is also interesting is that you can see, yeah, the commission. You can see everything. So yeah, so I just decided to close and take my money because $86,000 is a lot of money, guys. So I just took my money, and yeah, it was really interesting to get in that kind of lot size. I never did it before, and I was really proud of myself, so I will probably do it again. So now let me show you my students' profit. Let's
So
go.
as I told you guys, now let me show you my student's profit. So we can take with Furkan. So this is his daily profit that he made, especially with my trade, so Euro USD. As you can see, I'm gonna show you. I said buy Euro USD now. Take profit and stop loss will be provided later. Euro USD is 50 pips ups. Pips ups. You can close now, but you can hold it. I will personally hold. So yeah, we good. So you can see he's making good money. We had Luchent, who made a good amount of money with Euro USD, 296 euro. He made in days 541 with us. We also have Audemars, who made $1,300. So this is a big amount of money. We have Mark, who made 9,600 pounds in a week. So with the trade that we have done in a day, he barely made $3,000, so 2,827 pounds. We have Mars, the students, who made 267 euros, which is a good return on his accounts, barely 30%. We have Manvir, who made 558, I think it's euros. I'm in a plain mode because then I have too many messages. We have Lucas, who made also good money, around 60-70 bucks, Swiss franc for him. Akib, who made in pounds, he made 300 pounds, so congrats too. And as you can see, everyone is making big money. Look, we have Andrea, who's making 631 USD, which is insane. We have Thomas, who's making 310. So everyone is making money. Look, this one. We have Alex, who made 736 Swiss franc too. So everyone is making money. We have Tobias, thank you, just earn more than a day working. So it's not just like me, I could just show you my profit and that kind of shit, but everyone is making a bunch of money. Here again, Euro USD, Diego, the whole team is profitable, everyone is making money. It's not just me. And yeah, that's how we do. So we have Marcus too, Marcus, who make good amount of money. So yeah, this is how we do. We have Gaspar, who made money too. There is I know that we have Yenko who made money. Yeah, so if you want this kind of profit, just send me a DM and let's get started. Hello everyone, and now we're here for the second technical Tuesday. Okay, so today we are the 7th April 2019. So in the beginning of this video you have seen what happened during the week and what I have said 1 week ago, and as you can see on the 3 trades that I gave, so Euro USD, USD CAD and Euro THF, all of them won. So as every Sunday I'm asking my students what kind of pairs they want me to analyze. So they're just sending, and yeah, to start with, yeah, they're over here, they all add pairs, and at the end we have like a big block over here that I will be analyzing, as you can see over here. So let me quit WhatsApp or I will get too many DMs. And let's get started with all of those pairs. Before starting with those pairs, I want to analyze 3 major pairs that I will be trading this week. So the first one is going to be NSD USD, then US 30, and finally Euro USD. Let's go to the charts. So if we get started with the pair USD 30, let's analyze this pair. The first thing that we have to do when we're opening charts is to go to the weekly charts. And as we can see, we're going to try to see if there is something. Basically, nothing interesting, because we could say the weekly resistance, it's over here. As you can see, touch one, touch twice. So maybe USD 30 would have some potential move to reach this area and by touching this level, okay? The thing is, USD 30 is not like the other pairs, so you really need to be careful with that, because like the amount of pips is not the same. Now let's just zoom out and see what's happening. Did we already reach this higher high? No, never. We are at the highest level for the Dow Jones, which means that the US policy, the US government is going well. So basically what we can first see is just we are near to a resistance. We're not that near, but we are near, much more near than if we're over here, and we can see the correlation that there is the stochastic, which is overbought on the weekly. This is our first indication. Now if we go deeper, and this is where we should be putting our resistance, we have to touch the body of the candle, okay, and boom, here we are. Boom. Now I'm going to draw my major support, which is over here, and as you can see, there is always the correlation once it's overbought. Here is like this, perfect. You see the correlation, resistance, overbought, candle rejection, doji candle, okay, boom, dropped. So this is how it works. Now if we just put a straight line over here, what can we see? We can see that this is a kind of weak resistance, and there is also the overbought area, okay, boom, perfect. But this is not the major resistance, so basically there is a potential sell, but it's like Euro USD last week. If you're trading 10 lot, okay, but no one is trading 10 lot with US 30. Let's even say you're trading 1 lot, okay. I would recommend to you to get in a 0.5 lot over here, okay. So selling here, here we could do like 0.5 and 3, okay, over here, and then put a 1 lot at this level if you are willing to take the risk to not wait, okay. Like this here, when you will get in, you will easily cover the losses with a 0.5, and then when it booms back down, you will be making good profit with both pairs. And like this, you are also avoiding the fact that we can have a pivot and boom, you can directly get in and don't miss any trade. So this is a way of trading. So let's zoom out, and you can see that even here it was overbought, same thing, okay, and finally the day after, boom, it went up, okay. So for me, this candle is pretty risky. The only thing that is really impressive over here is that we have a doji candle which is clearly relevant, okay, because a really small candle and we have a lovely wick. So you could potentially get in a sell with a 0.5, but if I would be you, I would rather wait, okay, to reach this support, okay, which is around, to be accurate with you, it's $26,832. I would wait and so sell over here. So be patient, okay? So be patient and then sell. And if you want to speculate it, okay, and take the risk, say it's like you should directly sell. But this is risky, obviously. I hope it's clear for US30. So we have done this pair. I will put it in red. This is like the first thing. Now the pair that I will probably go with is NSD USD. Let me clarify it. So the first thing, as usual, is to go and to see if there is a kind of trend, okay? And obviously, if we take a look, there is nothing really interesting. You see something like this probably, and I don't know, that's like, this pair is too much volatile to have. Nah, there is no bearish trend, okay? There is nothing. We have a kind of bearish trend, okay, but not that much significant. So if we go on the weekly, we can see that this level is like a kind of resistance and support, okay, that has been breaking, but it moves. But basically we can see that during the last couple of weeks it's always bouncing between this resistance and this support, this resistance and this support, and it was touching the trend. Now I'm going to daily, and here we are. What I find really interesting with that pair is several things. The first thing is that we had a huge bearish trend for the last couple of days, okay, let's say barely 2 weeks it was going down. Now what do we have? We have several things. We have our strong support. You can see touched, barely touched. This support is like pretty strong, and there is a strong correlation with the stochastic, which is also oversold. As you can see, it didn't went up and boom, because some people just put their support over here, they thought boom, it's oversold, but no, it went to the real support. And if we go on my analysis with my students, I can even show it to you guys. It was over here. I will show you, give me a second. Basically, if we go into analysis that I sent, people are talking a lot in this group, a lot, but basically, you know what, I will put the chart, and then we will figure it out. You will see it over here. But yeah, I said to my students, when you touch this support, don't think this is a real support, okay? I will put the screen, and probably you will set one of moment I'm talking. And look, it dropped, it perfectly dropped, and the candle is talking a lot. It's really impressive how wicks and the body of the candle don't lie, okay? Let me explain to you what I can see here. What we can see is that the candle closed at the perfect level that it previously reached during the last couple of weeks. And we have, so it means that when you have a candle like this, during the time frame of the candle, the market makers, everything try to break, but it didn't success and finally close above, okay, the support. So they put all of their energy to finally boom. And normally this should happen at the moment, okay? This should happen. And yeah, this is what should happen, because we have the support, we have the correlation with the support, we have a kind of lovely candle which show candle rejection, okay? And those two informations are enough to tell us that NSD USD will go up. Now, how to set up a take profit? This is the question that a lot of you are asking me. It's pretty simple. Always look at fake resistance and fake support. So some people see kind of fake support over here. I will put it in green, okay? Like this is gonna be easy for you. Something you see here, touch, here, touch. So let's say this could be your first take profit. Okay, that would be like your TP1. You always have to look at weak levels that can easily be reached with the pair. And so we can see this is our first take profit. Then you can see another weak level, which can be over here. So once your first take profit is reached, you can set up your stop loss over here, and then playing and trying to catch as much pips as you can to have a strong and powerful trade and to maximize the number of pips that you're about to get with that trade. Okay, so this is like the first strategy. So for me, NSD USD is a pair that will rise up, okay, during that week, and we can easily get, well, let's say around 40-50 pips. So let's just calculate and see how many pips do we have over here. If we take our first one, yeah, we basically have already 30 pips that can be taken. Okay, so it's a good one. Now for the stop loss, I don't have time to go through this because there is other pairs to analyze. Let me kick this pair, this application. So for NSD USD, for me, it's buy NSD USD. Okay, and there is no speculation over here. Okay, so this is good at the moment. Yeah, you know what, I'm gonna do something to be like perfect. So NSD USD has been done. Now I want to go with the other pair that I'm looking for during that week, which is Euro USD. Now let's go with Euro USD. As you have seen at the beginning of the video, I said buy, so it went off, I closed, I took my profit, touched the lower low, so we bought. Now what we can see on the daily, so obviously we have a weekly bearish trend, but I already analyzed this pair last week and at the beginning of the video. We are over here, we can see it's oversold. And then if we go into 4-hour chart, we can see that it tests that level several times. So to me, it's not the strongest support. Okay, if you want to be sure and do the same thing like the last week, is you put a 0.5 over here and then get in a 1 lot here. So for me, 5 lot here and then 10 lot. And so for me, Euro USD, be patient or use the half lot size, which is the strategy of 5-10. Okay, and obviously there is no speculation. Now let's go with the first pair that they wanted me to analyze, Euro NSD. Euro NSD, this pair is really interesting. Let's go to daily. So no, first weekly, sorry, my bad, is that we don't have a real trend on the weekly, nothing interesting at the moment. Some people are drawing their trend just like this on the daily, okay, like I showed, because I was doing a lesson with the students, and as you can see, it was so easy to break it. Boom, 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 has been broken 3 times during the last couple of 2 weeks, so it fucking sucks. So don't draw this weekly trend just like this. Now what do we see? We have Euro NSD, which is an interesting pair, but nothing to trade at the moment. It touched the resistance barely. We can go to the 4-hour charts. It was very near, so you see around the level out of the previous candle, and it was overbought, and that's why it's dropping. By the way, if some of you are wondering what do we have this huge candle, it was because of some news. They increased the interest rate for the NSD. Okay, they decreased. So yeah, here we are. That's why Euro NSD is not interesting. So nothing at the moment and nothing regarding the speculation. Now for Euro THF. Euro THF. This is what happened last week. If you remember, I just called the buy entry over here when we had the candle, and as you can see, it went up. So if you held the trade until the level reach, you had like 72 free pips, and yeah, it went up like I said. Now it's projected on the 4-hour, it touched the resistance, that's why it finally dropped. but at the moment, for Euro THF, sorry, also nothing at the moment. Some of you would probably say, yeah, there is some trade, some time, all of this, but guys, I'm just showing you the best strategy to be profitable in the long term. So we're not trading often, we're trading accurate. We're trying to get like the best trade we can find on the market, and yeah, that's what we're doing. Now regarding XOU-USD, this is also a pair that a lot of you are asking me to analyze. So the first thing is to go to the weekly charts. You can see that we have a kind of bullish trend. At the moment, it looks like there is nothing to trade. Let's go to the daily to check it out. Some of you would put their major resistance over here, okay, which can be true, but if you zoom out, you can see that the real resistance is over here, and the reason why I put this is like a fake pivot point. The real one is over here. That's why I put the orange box. If once this level is reached, okay, then we can easily sell XOU-USD. Then I know that some of you are drawing their like daily resistance trend, but look, nothing too, so please don't do it. So XOU-USD, for me also, there is nothing at the moment. I could find always some setups and try to scalp all of this, but I'm just trying to give you a real preview. Like this, you can find key levels, okay? So that was a long time sell Euro JPY. I don't like that pair that much. I mean, there is no many movements. For me, so that was like the previous resistance trend. Now we go here. So what do we have? We have something like this, okay. We have bearish trend, and regarding this, we used to have our resistance, but all of this area won't be touched. It won't be touched. So you have to go until the point where you are, so over here, and you can make the translation with your resistance at this point. Perfect. And then you have your major support, which is showing us this key level, and boom. So as you can see, there is also nothing with Euro JPY, nothing at the moment. For some of you who are wondering how many trades do I place a week, usually between like 2 to 6 trades a week, not more. So nothing, as you can see, it's in the middle of the trend. So yeah, better to be safe and not trading it. Euro AUD. Oh, T-Spur, I also called it last week. Exactly the same thing. We have like the bullish trend over here, which is pretty obvious. And we have this bullish trend for a while at the moment, okay. Euro is getting like so much stronger comparing to Euro AUD. It went from like 1.36, okay, like this key level, to like 1.57, and it even reached like 1.67. Whoa, that's totally crazy. So if we go here onto daily, what we can see is that we had a kind of double bottom over here, and this is a trade I call with my students. I said I will also put a screenshot over here, and I said like, don't buy. Some of students wanted to buy here because it was like oversold, okay, and they thought there is like a resistance, but absolutely not, because I mean it was too weak to be broken. You see, broken so many times, broken easily, worked, and finally broken. We had a huge gap over here with the doji candle breaking it. Oh guys, this is absolutely not a key level, okay, absolutely not. So over here is a key level where you can get into trade and be in a long position with Euro AUD. So if you want to buy now, okay, which is not, let's say I'm gonna put in speculation, because directly buy, which is risky because of the bad entry, okay. You don't have the best entry. If you wait for the pair Euro AUD to touch the trend, then you're good. Okay, so what I would say is be patient and wait for a good entry buy position. Okay, perfect. Now USD CAD. Let's go with USD CAD. USD CAD, also nothing at the moment. Nothing is pretty obvious. This is my setup. Touch, drop, middle of the market. We don't trade, so also nothing at the moment. And for the speculation, exactly the same thing. So we still have 3 pairs. Okay, let's go with USD JPY. Let's hope this pair, ooh, potentially interesting pair. Potentially interesting. We have then guys, there is some choice that have to be made. Okay, there is some choice. I'm gonna explain to you why easily. USD JPY looks interesting. USD was pretty strong. Okay, so regarding all of those pair, Euro USD, NSD USD, USD JPY, we can see that USD has been very strong, brought all of the pairs at certain key levels. So probably this week is gonna be weaker, because if USD is getting weaker, NSD USD should go up, Euro USD should go up, and if USD is getting weaker, USD JPY should go down. So potentially, I won't go deeper because it's gonna be a long video, but potentially, okay, I will let you with the depth. Potentially, oops, my mistake, sorry guys. Oh, there is one L. I mean, okay, we just say so let's say like this. You don't know, guys, and I will make a deeper analysis for you next time. GBP USD, I think there is nothing interesting regarding this pair. Oh yeah, that was last week when I called to buy, and as you can see, perfect level, guys. You just touched, boom. How many pips? Let's check it out. Yeah, nice 112 pips. Nice. That would be like 12 grand basically with 10 lot. Anyway, you can see this trade was called with the MA200, and for my students I will make a video soon regarding this pair. So also oh, there is another pair. Okay, nothing at the moment. Now for AUD JPY, I think there is also nothing interesting with the pair. I don't like that pair, honestly. I mean, there is no real resistance, because for me a resistance has to be clear. Here you can see broken so easily, broken here several times, here broken again, here like word, but it's so confusing. So don't get trapped, because there is nothing. And now for the last pair, AUD NSD. Sorry guys, I have to go. Oh shit, you have seen my trade. So this is like a version that I drew at the daily, again, to show you that it's fucking weak. You can see that there is no reason it's breaking. It's so easy to be broken. So for me, AUD NSD is an interesting pair, honestly. You can see it been touched, and even I think that previously it wasn't that strong, but at the moment we have something which is pretty powerful with the resistance, candle correction, candle rejection. And if we go to the 4 hour, you can see it's already getting in the downtrend, and you can see it's breaking, and boom. So for me, AUD JPY, sell AUD NSD. So I hope you enjoy, guys, and yeah, be ready for the weekend. I wish you all a good week. I hope you enjoyed this technical analysis, and see you next week, guys. Cheers.